Okay, can you hear me okay? Yeah.
Welcome to high school football action from the previous weekend of play.
Hello and welcome to Girard Vs Stadium for a middle school matchup between the Girard Rebels and Honeysuckle Middle School. Hi, I'm Mitt Kirkland. I'll be bringing you all the action. These two teams come in tonight, and they've met once before, and in that game, Honeysuckle came out on top 18-0. So Girard's going to be here, and they're going to be really looking for revenge. So it should be a really good matchup this afternoon. Girard is coached by Deshaun Benjamin, and Honeysuckle is coached by Al Hayes. Getting ready for the kickoff. And Girard gets it. And a good run back by number 11, Jamarius Jackson. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Girard at the 41-yard line. Quarterback in for Girard is number 14, Braxton Chitty. He drops back, looks, he passes, and he overthrows this receiver. That was number 6 he was trying to hit, Darius McCullough. Just a little long on that pass. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 41. This game coming to you from Girard Vs Stadium. This is our first time televising middle schools, and we'll have another middle school game coming up next week. Pitch back goes to number 34 for a short gain. That was Brandon Thompson on the carry. Pickup of about 2, so it's going to be third and about 7. Gain of about 3 on the play. In the backfield for Girard, number 11, Jamarius Jackson. The pass, he's wide open. He overthrew him. That time, number 7, Reginald Jones, was wide open. And if he could have got that one, he could have been down to the end zone. That would have been 6 points for Girard. But that time, it was overthrown just a little bit. And it's an incomplete pass, and it brings up 4th down. Punting for Girard is number 14, Braxton Chitty. He gets the punt up high. Goes to number 25, Tyler Fields. He fumbles it, but he picks it up. And he's hit by a host of Girard Rebels. So Honeysuckle will be taken over on their own 27-yard line. On offense, quarterback for Honeysuckle is number 7, Stephen Frank. Snap the ball, and they hand it off to number 10, Teron Williams, and he's met by a bunch of Rebels again. Girard's playing very tenacious his defense here early in the game. So it's going to be second and about 16. Ball on the 23-yard line. Honeysuckle's first possession of the game. Girard was pulling out, and Honeysuckle's trying to keep that from happening to them, but this tough defense of Girard has stopped them cold. So it's going to be third and about 17. So right now, Honeysuckle is operating in the minus category, minus yards. Honeysuckle sets up number 10, Williams wide to the right, and we have a flag on the play. Illegal procedure against Honeysuckle, so they'll back up 5 more yards. So it'll be third and long. Third and real long, as they say. .509 left in the first period. No score. Girard defense has been playing really tough against this Honeysuckle offense. They have them backed up, and they are third down and long. That time, a pitch out to number 32. It's down to the 30, 35, 40, and he picks up a first down. That was number 30. Down to the 40, so it's going to be first down. That was a good run that time. A good play call by Honeysuckle that time. So it's going to be first and 10 from the 40. A pitch back to number 10, and they smelled that one out. Pitch for number 32, Trace Jackson. Over to Williams, and Girard was waiting on him. Still no score in the game, 4:24 left in the first quarter. Honeysuckle on offense. A handoff and nowhere. Well, he's still moving. He picks up a couple of yards that time. So it's going to be third and 15. They had third and long the last time and converted a third and 20 plus to a first down on a run by number 32, Trace Jackson. Girard in the eye. And he hands it off to Williams. Williams gets around the corner to the 40, 35, and close to another first down. It's going to be close. Look like it's going. They're going to have to call for a measurement. Looks like it may just be a little short. I'll tell you, Honeysuckle has come up with some big plays on third and long 2 times in a row. They were backing up, but they managed on third down to come up with a successful play. Measure for first down, and it's going to be short. So it brings up 4th and short. Ball on the just shy of the 50-yard line. So I imagine that Honeysuckle will probably go for it. Crosstown rivals, Honeysuckle Middle School and Girard Middle School. We're here at Rip Hughes Stadium on a beautiful fall afternoon. Good crowd on hand, and both bands are here. So we have a timeout on the field with 3:16 left to score, 0-0. Honeysuckle, 4th and less than a yard. They're going for it, and they fumble the ball, but the quarterback picks it up. He fumbles it again, but he recovers his fumble, and the ball goes over on downs to Girard. So Girard's in good field position. They'll take over on the 38-yard line. I tell you, Girard really did a good job on defense that series, just really making it hard for Honeysuckle, but Honeysuckle managed to pull out some big plays on 3rd and long a couple of times. They managed to get a first down the first time, and second time they came up a half-yard short. So Girard takes over on downs. Have timeout on the field. 3:06 left in the first quarter. Girard marches back out on the field. Quarterback in for Girard, number 14, Braxton Chitty. He hands it off, and they fumble and turn it right back over to Honeysuckle. So Girard recovered a fumble, and on the very next play, they fumbled and turned the ball back over to Honeysuckle. So it was a tough break for Girard that time, but a good break for the Honeysuckle team. So it's going to be first. Well, we have an illegal procedure call. Penalty is declined, so it will be Honeysuckle's ball at the 40-yard line. I tell you, Girard has played excellent defense so far in the game. Honeysuckle not able to do very much, but they haven't been able to do anything on offense. The handoff to number 10. He goes up the middle, and he picks up about 14 yards on the play. That was number 10, Teron Williams, on the carry. That time Williams right through the hole for a big gainer for Honeysuckle. So they get over midfield for the first time in the game. And a pitch off, and they fumble again. But that time they recovered, but it cost them about 5 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 15. And they're back on the other side of the 50. Handoff goes to number 21, and he picks up about 6 yards. That's Devon Fields on the carry. Gets him just beyond the original first down marker, so it's going to be 3rd and 9 from the 45. 1:30 left in the first quarter. No score. And a pass intended for number 32, Trey Jackson. It was a little high, so it's going to be 4th down. Back to punt for Honeysuckle. It's number 3, and he shoots it right up in the air. And it was about a 10-yard punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 36 for Girard. Just over a minute left in the first quarter. No score. Matchup between crosstown rivals Girard Middle School and Honeysuckle Middle School. Chitty takes the snap. He passes it over to number 10, I believe. No, number 11, Jackson. So he lost about 4 yards on the play, so it should be 2nd and 14. From the 34. Pitch back to number 26, and they were waiting on him that time. That was Cameron Dale. No gain on the play. And that ends the first quarter, and the score is Honeysuckle 0 and Girard 0. Hello and welcome back with the beginning of the second quarter between Girard and Honeysuckle. No score in the game. 3rd and about 13 for Girard, and he throws it and it's intercepted by number 22. And he's still on his feet. That's number 22, Donnie Dixon, Dominique Dixon with the interception and the return. So it puts Honeysuckle in good field position. The ball will be placed at about the 19-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 19. That was a big play for Honeysuckle that time. Good read that time by Dominique Dixon, picking that pass off and returning it for good yardage. Frank takes the snap. He hands it off to number 10, Teron Williams, and that was a short gain. So it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and about 8. Gain of 2 on the play. Honeysuckle in the red zone for the first time today. Frank, quarterback, takes the snap. Back to number 10, Williams. He goes around the right side. Oh, right down to the 1st down marker. Depends on the spot. on whether he makes the first down or not. It is. It's a first down. That time it was a pitch from Frank to Williams, and he took it around the right end and picked up 10 yards for the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10, well, 1st and goal from the 9. That time Frank saw something he didn't like and he called timeout. So it's timeout on the field with 6:53 left in the first half. The score is 0-0 between Girard and Honeysuckle. Okay, we're back to action. 1st and goal for Honeysuckle. And it's handed off, and it's going to be a touchdown. Great effort that time. I believe that was number 25. Fields with the carry. No, they marked him down at the 3. Yeah, it was a touchdown. They go for the extra point and try to go for 2 points, and they pitched it right to a Girard player. So it's extra points, no good. So Honeysuckle gets on the scoreboard first with 6:45 left in the first half. Score now, Honeysuckle 6, Girard nothing. Getting ready to kick off after the Honeysuckle touchdown. Girard gets it, picked up by number 34. That was Brandon Thompson on the return. So Girard will get the ball on the 26-yard line. They'll have to try to come back and answer the touchdown by Honeysuckle. That Honeysuckle touchdown was set up by an interception. So it was a very costly turnover for the Girard Rebels. Chitty pitches it off to Jackson, and he picks up about a yard on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Last time these two teams met, Honeysuckle came out on top 18-0. They're leading this game 6-0 with 6:12 left in the first half. Jackson, ball goes to number 26. He goes around the end and out of bounds. That was Cameron Dale on the carry. Picked up about 7 yards on the carry, so it's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and about 2. Ball's on the 34-yard line. Chitty pitches it back to Jackson. Jackson goes around. He picks up the first down. Good run that time by Jackson. He needed a couple of yards, and he picked up about 4 or 5. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Girard from the 38-yard line. Chitty takes the snap. He hands it off to number 7, Jones, and he picks up a chunk of yards. He picks up about 12 on the play, so it's going to be another first down for Girard. That score by Honeysuckle seemed to have motivated Girard's offense. They are moving the ball very well now. They picked up a couple of first downs this series. That time they were waiting on him, and they turned the ball over again. That time they just couldn't hold on to it. It popped out, rolled right into the hands of Honeysuckle. So Girard turned the ball over for the second straight possession. Last turnover was a very costly turnover for them. Honeysuckle was able to put together a drive and score 6 points. So that's what the score is right now, 6-0, 4:38 left in the first half. A handoff to number 42, Brandon Knight. He picks up a couple. So it'll be 2nd and 8. Ball on the 47-yard line. Quarterback runs the option. He keeps it. That was Frank, and he picked up about a yard or so. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 from the 45. Frank takes the snap. He fakes the handoff, and wide open is number 32 for Girard. That was Trace Jackson. Trey Jackson on the reception for a big gain for Honeysuckle. So they'll take the ball to the 25-yard line. That was about a 20-yard gain on that play. Timeout on the field, 3:23 left first half to score. Honeysuckle 6, Girard nothing. 1st and 10 for Honeysuckle from the 25. They're trying to put together their second scoring drive. They scored their only points off a turnover, put together a drive off of a turnover. They're leading 6-0. That time a handoff to number 10, Terran Williams, and no gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10. We're going to have another timeout called by Honeysuckle. 6-0 Honeysuckle. Just under 2.5 minutes left first half. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Honeysuckle with the ball, and they change quarterback. It's quarterback keeper that time. They snap the ball to number 32. Trey Jackson, and he lost about 9 yards on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and really long. But Honeysuckle's done a good job of converting long 3rd downs. Pass over to number 21. He fakes and he makes a move, and he picks up about 3 or 4 yards. That was Devon Fields on that reception. So it brings up 4th down. So it's 4th and long. The ball's on the 30-yard line. They'll probably go for it on 4th. Stephen Frank back into the game. Honeysuckle set up in the eye. He drops back, and he almost threw an interception that time. He was trying to hit number 88, Chad Sampson, but there was a Girard defender waiting for him. So it's an incomplete pass, and Girard will take over on downs. 1:04 left in the first half. Girard trailing Honeysuckle 6-0. Last two possessions, Girard has turned the ball over. They've got to do a better job of protecting the ball. Snap, and they go for the long pass. It's just out of the reach of number 34, Brandon Thompson. If he could have caught that one, it would have been pay dirt all the way. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 30. For Girard, just under a minute left in the first half. And Coach Benjamin want to talk things over, so they call a timeout. 58 seconds, first half. 6-0, Honeysuckle over Girard. Second and 10 for Girard from their own 29-yard line. Chitty goes back for the pass. He airs it out right in the hands of Devon Fields, but Fields couldn't hold on to it. It would have been another interception, but it went straight through his hands. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for Girard. Ball on the 29-yard line. Chitty takes the snap. He rolls out. He's being chased. And he looks and hits number 16 wide open. That was Bennett catching that pass. It's a first down. Girard has done an excellent job converting on 3rd and long. It's about a 20-yard gain on that play. 40 seconds left in the half. Chitty pitches it over to Jackson. Jackson takes it around the left end. He picks up about 4 yards on the play. So it's going to be 2nd and 6 from the 47. Big 3rd down conversion by Girard. Chitty drops back and hits right down the middle for completion. That was complete to number 7, Reginald Jones. So Girard's trying to get on the scoreboard before the end of the first half, and they are moving the ball. 2 big plays in a row. Chitty drops back. He looks, he fires, and right through the hands of number 16, Bennett. So it's an incomplete pass. 8.4 seconds left in the first half. We have time for one more play. So they're probably going to go for the end zone on this play. Chitty goes for the end zone, and he overthrows him. So they'll have time for one more play. 2 seconds left in the half. Braxton Chitty, quarterback, he's an 8th grader, showing a lot of poise here in this game. Chitty in the shotgun. The snap. And we had a whistle on the play, so we'll see what the call is. Illegal procedure called against Girard. So they will replay the down. So they'll get one more shot at the end zone. Last play of the first half, no time left on the clock. Chitty drops back. He throws it and is intercepted. No, almost intercepted. So that will end the half. So at halftime, the score is Honeysuckle 6, Girard 0. We'll be back with the second half in a moment. Okay, we're back to the second half of a matchup between Girard Middle School and Honeysuckle Middle School. Score 6-0. Honeysuckle's leading Girard as we begin the second half. If we have to summarize the first half, the big difference in this game has to be turnovers. Girard made 2 big turnovers, and Honeysuckle was able to convert on one of them. Their first score came with 6:45 left in the second period. So the score is 6-0. That time they handed off to number 10, I believe, Williams, and he was immediately stopped by this Girard defense. And if I have to say something about Girard, their defense has played outstanding today. They have been able to stop this Honeysuckle offense on many occasions. One other highlight of the Girard team, they have been able to convert on 3rd and long, but they have been plagued by turnovers. And if they can control the ball a little better, they'll have a chance of getting back in this game. Pitch out goes to number 10. That's Williams, and no gain on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Ball's just shy of the 20-yard line. This is the first possession of the second half. Honeysuckle being led by Stephen Frank. A handoff to number 32. Big gain on the play. That was Trey Jackson. Picks up about 15 on the play, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40. First and 10 from the 40. Honeysuckle with the ball. And they fumbled, but that time Frank was able to recover. So no gain and no loss on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40. Frank hands it off to number 21, who picks up about 4 yards. That was Devon Fields on the carry. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7. They've changed quarterbacks. Bringing number 32, Trey Jackson. And he tries to go up the middle and no gain on the play. Girard's defense continues to play well. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Ball's on the 44-yard line. They're going to punt it. Punt. He gets off a good punt, and there's a whistle, a flag on the play. They're going to call the illegal procedure called on Honeysuckle. So it's going to back them up 5 yards. So they're going to be punting from balls now on the 39-yard line. Williams back for the punt. Low snap, but he controls it, gets off a good punt, and it takes a Honeysuckle roll down to the 24-yard line. So a really good punt that time by number 10, Teron Williams. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Girard from their own 25. Just before the half, Girard did a really good job of moving the ball. They showed a lot of poise, but they were not able to get the ball into the end zone. Quarterbacking for Girard, number 14, Braxton Chitty. There's a timeout on the field. 3:52 left in the 3rd quarter, and the score is 6-0 Honeysuckle. Girard takes over. Ball's on their own 24-yard line. The pitch back to number 11. That was Jackson. No gain on the play. So it brings up 2nd and 10. For Girard. Gets the snap, and he completes it. Well, incomplete. That was a pass from that was a pass over to Jones, and incomplete. So it brings up 3rd and 10. This is Girard's first possession of the second half. Snap. Goes back and he gets it out to number 34, and it's complete to Brandon Thompson. But it's going to be short of the first down, so Girard's going to have to punt it. Fourth and 4. Opening drive for Girard in the second half. They're scoreless. They're trailing Honeysuckle 6-0 with 2:30 left in the third quarter. They're going for it. He drops back. He rolls to the right, and he goes. He's got a first down and more. That time, good run by number 14, Braxton Chitty. Rolling out like he was going to pass it and just kept running for the first down. So Girard converts on a fourth down and keeps this drive alive. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 40. Chitty fakes the pitch. He hands it off to number 11, I believe it was, Jackson on the carry. He picks up about 4 yards, about 5. So it's going to be 2nd and 5. Girard converted a fourth down to keep this drive alive. 1:36 left, third quarter. Chitty rolls out to number 34, and he gets around and picks up good yardage that time. That was Brandon Thompson. Big gain, so it's going to be another first down for Girard. First and 10 from the 45. Girard moving the ball in Honeysuckle territory. Pitch out to number 26. He goes around the right side, and he's hit hard. Number 26, Cameron Dale. Have a flag on the play. See what the call is. Holding against Girard, so that's going to back them up. Blocking the back against Girard. So that negates that gain. It's going to back him up. $10 yards, so it's going to be 1st and 15. And we have a timeout on the field with 44 seconds left in the third. The score, Honeysuckle 6, Girard nothing. First and 15 for Girard. They pitch the ball back to number 14, and he loses big yards, and it's a fumble, and we'll see if they call it a fumble or he was down by contact. I think they're going to say he was down. Okay, so it brings up 2nd and half a football field. But Girard has done a good job of converting on long plays, especially on third down. And actually they converted on a fourth down to keep this drive alive. Flag on the play. Illegal procedure against Girard. So that's going to back him up another 5. They just keep getting deeper and deeper in the wrong direction. Let's see if they get the snap off before the end of the period. They do. That time a carry by number 14, and that's 14 is Braxton Chitty, and he picks up quite a few yards there. So that ends the third quarter, and the score is Girard 0, Honeysuckle 6. In the fourth quarter between Honeysuckle Middle School and Girard Middle School. We're coming to you from Rip Hughes Stadium. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland, along with cameraman Don Everhart, bringing you all the action. That time a keeper by Chitty, and he picks up a couple of yards. So it's going to be 4th and about 9. Girard's done an excellent job converting on 4th and long, and we'll see if they can keep that string going here. Chitty back, and right across the middle he hits number 26. Dale, and he's going to be short, so they turned the ball over on downs. A time they came up about 5-6 yards short, unable to convert on 4th down, so the ball goes over to Honeysuckle. This will be 1st and 10 from the 40 for Honeysuckle. No score in the second half. Honeysuckle scored with 6:45 left in the first half to take a 6-0 lead. Unable to convert on the extra point. Frank takes the snap. And they hand it off. And he's still on his feet. Number 21. Great effort by number 21, Devon Fields. He kept that play alive, but he still lost yardage on it. But it was a great effort by Fields. So it's going to bring up 2nd and about 16 for Honeysuckle. 6.5 minutes left in the game. They're leading by 6-0. They hand the ball off and nowhere to go that time. Girard defense has been playing really tough today. Honeysuckle was able to convert on a turnover deep in Girard's territory. Girard threw an interception, and Honeysuckle returned it to about the 20-yard line, and they were able to move the ball into the end zone for the touchdown. And a pitch back, and it hits the ground, but he picks it up. That was number 10, Williams, taking it around the right side and picking up a first down. That time they pitched the ball to Williams and it hit the ground. Williams picked it up and took off and picked up a first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 49 for Honeysuckle. They hand the ball off up the middle. No gain on the play. That was number 25, Fields, on the carry. Under 5 minutes left in the game. Honeysuckle leading 6-0. They have the ball on the Girard 49. And it's a keeper that time. It's number 32. He takes it down the sideline, down to the 20. That was Jackson on the carry. Picking up big yardage that time. Taking the ball down to the 20. Big gain for Jackson. So he puts Honeysuckle in the red zone. And they're in scoring position. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 19. Franks hands it off to number 10, Williams. He picks up about 3 or 4 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and about 7. Ball on the 16-yard line. Frank takes the snap. He pitches it out to number 21. He's going down to the 3-yard line. That was number 21, Devon Fields, carrying the ball for Honeysuckle. That time Fields on the option pitches it back to Fields. Frank on option and pitches to Fields and picks up a good gain. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. So Honeysuckle's in scoring position. 3:39 left in the game to score. Honeysuckle 6, Girard nothing. 1st and goal for Honeysuckle. Ball's on the 3-yard line. They're leading 6-0. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Frank takes it, and he keeps it, goes around the right end, and he dives in for the touchdown. That time, Stephen Frank keeps it, runs around the right end, and dives into the end zone for the score to put Honeysuckle up 12-0. Last time these two teams met, Girard was held scoreless. His final score was 18-0. Honeysuckle winning that one, and they're trying to repeat here today. They're going for 2. Mix up that time in the backfield. So the extra point is no good. So with 3:24 left in the game, Honeysuckle 12, Girard nothing. Ready for the kickoff. Honeysuckle boots it And it goes to number 32, Matthews. He has it, and he gets across up near midfield to the 44. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Girard from the 44, and they have 3 minutes and 17 seconds to try to get 2 scores to tie this game or take the lead. So they have their work cut out. Girard has shown some signs of life on offense, but they have just not been able to get the ball into the end zone. The defense has played basically pretty good all day, giving up a couple of big plays, but Honeysuckle's defense has given up a couple of big plays too. Chitty drops back for the bomb, and it's intercepted. That time, Chitty was trying to hit number 6, McCullough, and it was intercepted. So Honeysuckle gets it back, and that's what's hurt. Turnovers have hurt Girard all day. First touchdown by Honeysuckle was off a turnover. An interception with near the midway point of the second quarter. They were able to take the ball in and score with 6:45 left. So Honeysuckle can just run the clock out now. 3 minutes left in the game. They're up by 12 points. Second and 7, ball on the 27-yard line. And they give it to number 21. He breaks through the line. He's going down to the 30. That's Fields, 10, touchdown. Field takes it about 70 yards. Actually about 73 yards. For the touchdown. So I was just talking about how turnovers have been costly for Girard, and that was a very costly turnover because once Honeysuckle got possession, they took the ball to the end zone. Great run that time by Fields. Devon Fields with a big 73-yard touchdown run. So score 18-0. They're going for the 2-point conversion. They've been unsuccessful all day, but they come up this time. That was number 1. Harvey takes it in for the 2-point conversion. So Honeysuckle goes on top 20-0. 20-0. Honeysuckle's leading Girard as they get ready to kick off. And the ball goes to Matthews, and he takes it to the 40, 41, out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42 for Girard. Just over 2 minutes left in the game. Honeysuckle in control of this one, 20-0. And 14 of those points have come as a result of turnovers. 2 interceptions have been costly interceptions for Girard. Girard marches back on the field. Chitty calling the signals for Girard. He drops back. And he hits number 34, and he's going all the way. That was a touchdown pass to Rogers. Excuse me, that was a touchdown pass to Thompson from Chitty for about a 60-yard touchdown. So Girard gets on the scoreboard with 1:54 left in the game. That was a great effort. If they could have done that a little sooner, this game could be a whole lot different. But they're trailing now 20-6. They're going for the two-point conversion. Chitty drops back, and he goes across, and he gets in. So Chitty converts the two-point conversion, so it's a 20-8 score with 1:54 left in the game. That time they put together a really good drive. It was a pass for 60 yards and a touchdown. So Honeysuckle unable to hold Girard scoreless like they did in a previous meeting. Last game they won 18-0, but this time with 1:54 left, Girard puts together a big drive on a 60-yard pass play for the touchdown. We'll see if they try an onside kick. With just under 2 minutes left, trailing 20-8. Honeysuckle scored on their last possession with 3:15 left in the game, a 73-yard touchdown. Girard answers with a 60-yard touchdown. They go for the onside kick, and it was unsuccessful. So the ball will be Honeysuckle's ball. Be 1st and 10. From the 46. We'll see if Honeysuckle is content with the score if they try to score again. They take a knee. They're going to be content with trying to run the clock out and walking out of here tonight with a 20-8 victory and sweeping the series between these two teams. Minute and a half left in the game. And that time, the quarterback keeper, and he goes up the middle and picks up a couple of yards. That was number 7, Stephen Frank. So it's going to be 3rd, and we have a timeout called. Timeout called by Girard. With 1:01 left in the 4th period in the game, The score is Honeysuckle 20, Girard 8. Honeysuckle with the ball. 3rd and 8. They hand it off to number 10, and he may go all the way, and he's pulled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That was Williams on the carry, racking up a lot of real estate that time. We thought they were just going to take a knee and run the clock out, but they decided they would move the ball, and so now they're in scoring position with 40 seconds left in the game. Frank takes the snap, takes a knee. They needed a first down to continue to use up the clock, so they can just run the clock out now. And 10 seconds left. They'll just line up on the line of scrimmage and just let the clock run out. So that's the end of the game. Honeysuckle wins by a score of 20-8. So on behalf of our cameraman, Don Everhart, I'm Mick Kirkland saying good evening from Rip Hughes Stadium.
You've been watching high school football action.